Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's gathering. But beware, this is no ordinary evening. You are about to step into a murder mystery, a world of secrets, suspicion, and hidden motives. Somewhere among the people you will meet lies a killer, and it is up to you to uncover the truth. You will need a sharp mind, a keen eye, and yes, a pen and paper, or whatever you use to take notes. Every word, every gesture, every clue matters. Listen intently. Watch carefully. The smallest detail may be the key to solving the crime. You will not be alone in this pursuit. At your side is the renowned detective, Frank Coolum, a man whose reputation for cracking impossible cases precedes him. He will guide you, but the challenge is yours. Can you match his skill, his insight, his relentless pursuit of the truth? There will be multiple suspects. Each has their own secrets, their own motives, their own shadows. Some will lie, some will mislead, and some will betray themselves without even knowing it. At the end of the night, the task falls to you. Identify the murderer, explain their motive, and reveal how the crime was committed. Only then will justice be done. So steel yourself, detective. The game begins now. Watch, listen, take note, and above all, trust no one. This is Reginald Ashcroft, a financial titan, stock market predator, and master of the deal. A man who carved his empire from the bones of broken rivals. Ruthless, calculating, and utterly unstoppable. His name commands respect and fear. Tonight, beneath the chandeliers of Ashcroft Manor, the wine will flow, the laughter will echo, and the elite will gather to celebrate the birthday of a man who has never lost. 60 years of dominance. 60 years of getting exactly what he wants. But tonight, as the candles flicker and the guests raise their glasses, Reginald will receive a gift he never expected. Because tonight, Reginald Ashcroft will be murdered, and every guest in this house has a reason to want him dead. Your task will be to identify the murderer.
Thank you all for coming. Really, I know some of you flew in, rearranged schedules, and put on your finest to be here tonight. It's appreciated. Now, I'll be honest, I'd rather be at the office. Markets don't sleep, and neither do I. But apparently, turning 60 is a milestone. So here we are. To my team, especially Martin, make sure that quarterly risk report is on my desk first thing Monday. No excuses. I don't care if it's your kid's party or your dog's birthday. I want it airtight. As for my family, well, they know me. I'm not one for sentiment. But thank you for tolerating me all these years. That's no small feat. Anyway, I've been told there's music, dancing, and some sort of cake situation happening soon. So please, mingle, enjoy yourselves. Just don't feel obligated to come chat with me. I'm not exactly the life of the party. Cheers!
Enemies surrounded Reginald Ashcroft everywhere. Some wore tuxedos, some wore smiles, but all had motive. For the first time, Reginald had brought Clara Whitmore to his birthday party. His secretary, his mistress. Her presence was a scandal wrapped in silk. And Anne Ashcroft, his wife of 35 years, didn't hide her fury and made sure he knew it. His son, William, had been circling like a vulture for months, hungry to take over the family business, ruthless, ambitious, and willing to do whatever it takes to remove the final obstacle, his father. His daughter, Isabella, arrived late, pale, nervous, desperate. Her gambling debts had spiraled out of control, and the people she owed weren't known for patience. She needed Reginald's money. She needed it tonight. Thomas Reed, the estate manager, had secrets, and he thought Reginald would pay to keep them buried. But Reginald didn't negotiate with blackmailers. Their argument echoed down the West Wing. And then there was Henri Dubois, the chef, once celebrated, now criticized. Reginald's complaints had tarnished his reputation. Henri was furious, and humiliation, served cold, can be deadly. Each one of them had a motive to kill Reginald Ashcroft. And each one of them had an argument with Reginald on that fateful night. Anne Ashcroft is Reginald's furious wife, humiliated, vengeful, and ready to strike back.
So this is how you celebrate 60 years? By dragging your mistress into our home, parading her around like she belongs here?
She's just my secretary. She keeps my business running. That's more than I can say for you lately.
Don't insult me. Everyone sees it. The way she clings to you, the way you laugh with her. You've humiliated me in front of our friends, our children, in front of the entire city.
You're exaggerating. And let's not pretend you've been faithful. Milan Geneva, that art dealer with the ridiculous ponytail, you've had your fun.
This isn't about me. This is about you dragging our marriage through the mud. You've turned your birthday into a scandal. People are whispering already.
I didn't even want this party. I'd rather be at the office. At least their people respect me.
You need to get rid of her tonight. Send her home before I do it myself.
You don't give orders anymore. I'm finished pretending. I'll leave you if I have to.
Leave me? Over her? After everything I've sacrificed for you? Then it will be over your dead body, Reginald.
Don't you dare to threaten me.
You think you're untouchable. But even kings fall, darling. Especially when they forget who built the throne beneath them. You'll get what's coming to you.
Charles Ashcroft, the son, is ruthless, impatient, and determined to seize control of the family business at any cost.
You're choking the company, Father. You refuse to adapt. You refuse to let go. We're bleeding market share and you're too proud to see it.
We're stable, profitable, and still feared. That's more than I can say for your half-baked ideas and reckless ambition.
Reckless? You think I'm reckless because I want to modernize? Because I see where the world is going and you're stuck in 1985?
I think you're impatient. You want the crown without earning it. You haven't proven yourself, Charles. Not yet.
I don't have time to wait. The board listens to me now. The clients trust me. You're the only one clinging to the past.
Because I built this empire from nothing. You think you can just walk in and take it because you've read a few trend reports?
I'm not asking anymore. If you don't step down, I'll make sure you're out of the way. Permanently!
You threaten your own father?
I'll do what's necessary. For the business, for the future. You taught me that.
Then you've learned nothing. And you'll destroy everything before you ever get in charge.
We'll see, Father. One way or another, your time is up.
Clara Whitmore is Reginald's mistress, ambitious, scorned, and dangerously possessive when crossed.
You have no idea what you've done. Bringing me here, letting me stand in that room while your wife tore me apart in front of everyone.
I told you this would be complicated. I warned you.
Complicated? She called me a parasite, said I was nothing, said I was ruining her family. I was humiliated.
I told her I wouldn't leave her. That hasn't changed.
So, I'm just your dirty little secret again? After everything? After the promises?
I never promised you a throne, Clara. You knew what this was.
I gave up everything for you. My job, my reputation. I walked into that party thinking you'd finally choose me.
I did choose you. I brought you here. That was a risk, a statement.
A statement? You let your wife humiliate me. You let your guests whisper. You let me drown.
Because I'm trying to keep this family from imploding. You think I can just walk away?
Well, if I can't have you, Reginald, then I'll make sure that no one has you.
Thomas Reed is the estate manager, calculating, blackmailing, and ready to use Reginald's secrets as a weapon.
You got a lot of nerve, Reed. 5 million? For what? Keeping your mouth shut about things you shouldn't even know?
I know everything, Reginald. The offshore accounts, the falsified audits, the land deals that never made it to the books. You think I've been managing your estate blindly?
You're a parasite! You think you can crawl out of the dirt and threaten me?
I think I've earned compensation. For silence, for loyalty, for cleaning up your messes while you played king.
You're playing a dangerous game! People like you, they have accidents, slippery stairs, faulty brakes, forgotten pills!
Is that a threat?
It's a warning! You don't blackmail me. You don't corner me. I built this empire with blood and grit. I won't let a glorified groundskeeper tear it down.
You built it on lies, and I'm the one holding the truth. You want to keep your legacy. Pay the price.
You'll regret this. I swear to God, Reed, you'll regret it.
No, Reginald. The only one who'll regret anything is you.
Isabella Ashcroft, the daughter, is reckless, compromised, and desperate. Her gambling has entangled her in dangerous debts.
Father, I don't have time. They're dangerous men. If I don't pay them soon, I don't know what they'll do. I only need help one more time. Just 3 million. That's all.
3 million? Isabella, do you hear yourself? I warned you about gambling. I warned you about the company you keep. And now you come crawling back, expecting me to clean up your mess again.
I swear it's the last time. I'll stop. I'll walk away from the tables, from all of it. Just help me now, please. You don't understand what's at stake.
I understand perfectly. You've squandered every chance I've given you, every warning ignored, and now you want me to throw away 3 million more? No, not this time. You'll face the consequences of your own choices.
You think you can just wash your hands of me? Pretend I'm not your daughter? I'll find a way, Father, by any means necessary. If you won't give me the money, I'll take it, one way or another.
Don't you dare threaten me, Isabella! You're reckless, selfish, and blind to the trouble you're causing. If you cross me, you'll regret it!
No, Father! If you don't help me, you'll regret it! Because I will get that money, and nothing, not even you, will stand in my way.
Chef Henri Dubois is proud, resentful, and enraged. Reginald belittled his cooking, wounding his pride.
Monsieur Ashcroft, I have heard the whispers. You belittled my cooking. You told your guests my meals were inferior. Do you realize what that does to my reputation, to my future?
Henri, don't be dramatic. I simply said your dishes don't compare to what I've eaten at finer establishments. That's the truth. If you can't handle honesty, perhaps you're in the wrong profession.
The wrong profession. I've dedicated my life to this craft. Every sauce, every cut, every plate, perfected with care. And you, with a single careless remark, reduce me to nothing? Do you know how many doors will close to me because of your words?
Your pride blinds you. I expect excellence in this house, Henri. If you cannot rise above mediocrity, then perhaps you should leave. I won't apologize for demanding better.
You think you can dismiss me like a servant? You think your tongue can cut me down without consequence? If you do not take back what you said, if you do not restore my name, then perhaps your next meal will be your last.
Are you threatening me in my own home?
I am promising you, monsieur, words have weight. And poison is very light. One taste and your arrogance will vanish forever.
The Ashcroft party had ended. Guests gone. The manor fell silent until a scream shattered the night. Reginald Ashcroft was found lifeless in his study, slumped lifelessly on the ground. Police rushed to the scene. But this This was no ordinary death. Reginald was powerful, wealthy, and his passing reeked of suspicion. For a case of such profile, they summoned their best, the world-famous Detective Frank Coolum. Coolum arrived as rain lashed the stone walls, his eyes scanning the room with practiced calm. He knew instantly this was murder. And already, 6 names stood out as suspects, each with motive, each with secrets. The investigation had begun. Detective Frank Coolum is brilliant, unshakable, and relentless. He always finds the truth, and is the one person trusted to crack the case. Forensics have already done an initial sweep of the murder scene, and the following items were found: a vial of sleeping pills, business documents stained with wine, IOU, notes from gambling debts, a love letter torn and stained with wine, kitchen herbs, an empty wine decanter. The initial investigation into the murder indicates that Reginald Ashcroft was poisoned, possibly caused by something in the wine glass that he was drinking from. Now it's time for Detective Coolum to investigate.
I've just been briefed on the Reginald Ashcroft case, and it looks like we have a list of 6 suspects, with all of them having the opportunity and motive to carry out this murder. We'll need to narrow this list down, so the first step will be to check with the coroner.
Hello, coroner's office.
Hi, it's Detective Coolum here. Any updates on the autopsy of Reginald Ashcroft?
Hi, Detective Coolum. We're still working on it here, but all we know for certain now is that he was poisoned. But we won't have the full details until we finish the autopsy.
Okay, let me know as soon as you have the results.
Okay, I'll update you as soon as possible.
I've examined the study, I've reviewed the evidence, and I've got the results from forensics, and so far we have 6 threads, each leading to one of the suspects. Anne Ashcroft, the wife, a vial of sleeping pills tucked into her purse. Crushed, they dissolve easily. Mixed into wine, they'd be undetectable. She was very angry. Angry about the mistress, about being humiliated in her own home. Charles Ashcroft, the son, business documents stained with wine. He handled the decanter at some stage, and Reginald had no intentions of stepping down. Was he forced to step down? Isabella Ashcroft, the daughter, IOU notes scattered near the desk. Gambling debts, desperation. Reginald refused to help. She said she'd find the money by any means. And now he's dead. Clara Whitmore, the mistress, a torn love letter soaked in wine. She loved him, or thought she did, but he cast her aside. Maybe replaced her? That kind of betrayal leaves a mark, sometimes a fatal one. Henri Dubois, the chef, he had access to every herb in the kitchen, including bitter almond extract, cyanide, if one knows how to use it. Reginald belittled his craft, mocked his reputation. He swore he'd regret it. Thomas Reed, the estate manager, his fingerprints were on the decanter. He served the wine. He touched the glass, but he also overheard things. Blackmail, threats. Maybe he was just a pawn, or maybe he wasn't. 6 clues, 6 motives, but one truth.
Detective Coolum will need to investigate each of the 6 suspects individually to identify the murderer. Anne Ashcroft is vengeful and humiliated. Her sleeping pills found near the murder scene could point to a poisoned wine plot.
Mrs. Ashcroft, we found a vial of sleeping pills near the study. They belong to you. At first glance, this seems incriminating. Care to explain?
They're mine. Prescribed sedatives, I take them every night to calm my nerves. The dosage is mild, far too mild to kill anyone.
Mild, yes, but ground into powder, slipped into wine. They could be misused. Alone, perhaps harmless, but combined with alcohol, the effect could be devastating.
I would never do such a thing. I needed them for myself, not for Reginald. He humiliated me. Yes, he flaunted his mistress, dismissed me in front of others. But murder? That is not who I am.
Maybe so, but you had something that could be twisted into the perfect weapon, a tool of sleep, turned into a tool of death.
You think I poisoned him? No! I wanted peace, not vengeance. Reginald wounded me, but I could not take his life.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you saw an opportunity. A glass of wine, a handful of powder, a chance to silence the man who scorned you?
No! I would never have hurt Reginald like that.
Mrs. Ashcroft, whether you intended it or not, you had the means. And in this investigation, means are everything.
Charles Ashcroft had motive and access. His wine-stained business documents, found near the murder scene, suggest a deadly deal gone wrong.
Mr. Ashcroft, we found wine-stained documents near the study. They're inheritance papers. They name you as successor to the estate.
They were incomplete, just draft copies, worthless without Reginald's signature. He hadn't finalized anything.
Incomplete, yes, but not worthless. They show intent, a path to power. And you, his son, stood next in line.
Intent isn't action. I didn't forge them. I didn't push him. I was just waiting, like everyone else.
Were you? Or were you tired of waiting? Reginald was erratic, controlling. You've said so yourself. Perhaps you saw an opportunity to accelerate the inevitable.
I wanted control. Yes, I wanted stability. But I didn't kill him. I needed his signature, not his corpse.
I think you had motive. A glass of wine, a missing signature, and a dead man in a study, and a future that began the moment Reginald stopped breathing.
You think I poisoned him? That I'd risk everything on a half-baked plan? Never.
The papers may be incomplete, Mr. Ashcroft, but your ambition? That was fully formed.
Thomas Reed's fingerprints were found on the wine decanter and glass, and there are rumors he made blackmail threats against Reginald Ashcroft.
Mr. Reed, your fingerprints were found on the wine glass and the decanter. That places you directly at the murder scene.
Detective, my fingerprints are everywhere in this house. I'm the estate manager. I handle the decanter often and pour wine for Mr. Ashcroft regularly. It's part of my duties.
Duties, yes. But there are whispers, Mr. Reed. Rumors of blackmail? That you held Reginald's secrets against him?
No, absolutely not. I never blackmailed him. I managed his estate, nothing more. People talk, but talk is cheap.
Cheap talk sometimes hides expensive truths. If you weren't blackmailing him, then you won't mind me reviewing the estate's books, the accounts, every ledger?
Of course, you may view them, but it will take time. The documents are locked away. I'll need to gather them and access the safe.
The safe? And you alone hold the key?
Just myself and Reginald had access. I just keep it secure. I'll need to arrange access, but I'll provide what you ask.
Good, because if there's truth in those rumors, the accounts will show it.
Those accounts are clean. I can guarantee it.
Maybe clever accounting can hide blackmail, but trust me, there will be no hiding place for the murderer.
Clara Whitmore was fearing she'd be cast aside as his mistress. A torn, wine-stained love letter was found at the scene. Could it be a passion that turned deadly?
Miss Whitmore, we found a torn, wine-stained love letter in the study. It points directly to you.
Yes, it was mine. I wrote it to Reginald. He was everything to me. But he said he would never leave Anne. That broke me. I was angry, yes. But anger is not murder.
But anger can be motive. Betrayal can drive a person to desperate acts. That letter, shredded, stained, it speaks of a passion soured.
I loved him, Detective. Truly. I wanted him to choose me, but I could not harm him. I wanted his heart, not his death.
But the evidence lies at the scene. A letter torn in rage, wine spilled across the page. You were there. You confronted him. And when he refused you, perhaps you saw no other way?
No, I confronted him. Yes, I begged him, but I did not kill him. My love was flawed, desperate, but it was not murderous.
But passion can be twisted. Love can become a weapon. And right now, Miss Whitmore, your weapon lies in that torn letter.
Isabella Ashcroft had desperate gambling debts, which Reginald refused to pay. The IOU notes found at the scene gave her motive to silence Reginald.
Miss Ashcroft, we found IOU notes scattered near the murder scene. Gambling debts belonging to you. They paint a picture of desperation?
Yes, I have debts, I won't deny it. But I've met a wealthy friend who's helping me cover some of them. It just gives me breathing space. I'm not drowning anymore.
Breathing space, perhaps. But Reginald refused to pay them himself, didn't he? He turned you away. That refusal must have stung?
He was my father. We had a great relationship. I loved him. I would never harm him, no matter what the debts were.
But love doesn't erase desperation. A gambler can act rashly. Even if the immediate pressure lifts, the hunger remains.
I was reckless, yes. I made mistakes. But I wasn't desperate enough to kill. My father was my anchor. He wanted me to change, and I wanted to prove I could.
Debts don't vanish overnight, Miss Ashcroft, and neither does desperation.
Henri Dubois had argued bitterly with Reginald, and the bitter almond traces found at the murder scene suggested use as a possible poison.
So, Monsieur Dubois, Reginald argued with you about your cooking. He said your dishes lacked refinement.
He insulted my craft, Detective. I am a chef of reputation. I told him I would prove him wrong, with flavor, with artistry.
And yet, bitter almond extract was found at the murder scene. You know what that can mean? Cyanide.
It was accounted for. It was in the menu, used in a dessert. A delicate touch, perfectly safe.
Menus can be altered, recipes rewritten. A trace of almond can delight or destroy. And your temper, Monsieur Dubois, is legendary.
My temper, yes. My pride, yes. But murder? No, I would never poison a man. I wanted to silence his criticism with excellence, not death.
Pride can be dangerous. A wounded ego can lash out. And when bitter almond lingers in the air, suspicion follows.
I'm guilty of passion, Detective. But not of killing. My kitchen is my honor. I would not stain it with blood.
Honor or not, Monsieur Dubois, the extract was there. The argument was real. And your pride was wounded. That combination is enough to keep you under my watch. So, I've interviewed the suspects, and I've just got another call from forensics, and they have found another 6 items at the murder scene. A silk handkerchief. It has Anne Ashcroft's initials stitched in fine thread. Found near the broken glass. Was she close to the wine service or simply caught in the chaos? In murder, proximity is rarely without meaning. A fountain pen. Charles Ashcroft's pen, family crest engraved, discovered beside the decanter. He claims he was reviewing business papers, perhaps. But why leave it here, so near the wine? Business and blood often mix. A small brass key. Thomas Reed's safe key. Worn brass, distinctive, found on the floor near the decanter. That key should have been locked in Reginald's office, yet here it lies, out of place, out of time. Access to secrets, access to motive. A jeweled lighter. Isabella Ashcroft's lighter, jeweled, extravagant. Left on the sideboard near the wine cabinet. She smokes when nervous, they say. Habit, perhaps. But habit places her in the cellar, close to the poison. A cracked mirror. Clara Whitmore's compact mirror, shattered beneath the dining table. Dropped in commotion or hidden in shame. A mistress scorned, a heart broken. Movements beneath the table tell stories no one speaks aloud. A stained towel. Henri Dubois's kitchen towel, blotched with wine, found in the pantry. Cleanup, he insists. But stains can conceal more than spills. A chef's pride, a chef's temper, and bitter almond lingering in the air. Each clue whispers proximity. Each object ties them to the wine, the decanter, the fatal glass. 6 suspects, 6 stories, but only one truth. Hi, Coolum here. Thanks for calling. Any news on the autopsy?
Detective, we've confirmed the substance. The poison used wasn't cyanide. It was industrial rat poison.
Rat poison. Crude, but effective.
Yes, it was mixed into the wine, a lethal dose. It was no accident.
Understood. Thanks, that narrows the field. Okay, I've now got all the information that I need. It's time to crack the case.
It's now time to try and solve the murder of Reginald Ashcroft. So, get a sheet of paper and at the top, put your team name. In the event of a draw, a funny team name will get bonus points. On the next line, place the murderer's name. And on the bottom line, put in their motive for the murder. Now, let's see if you can match how Detective Coolum solves the case. You can now pause the video at this point and make your decisions. When you are ready, unpause the video, and when the scene changes, Detective Coolum will solve the murder.
I have sifted through all the evidence. Each of you left something behind. Each of you carried suspicion. But only one of you carried death. Now it's time to present my findings. Anne Ashcroft. Your initials embroidered in fine thread on the handkerchief found near the murder scene, and the vial of pills in your vanity bag. At first glance, they seem incriminating. But they were prescribed sedatives, mild, taken nightly, too weak to kill. You may have wanted freedom, but you weren't armed with anything more dangerous than a sleeping aid. You are not the killer. William Ashcroft. Your fountain pen beside the decanter and the inheritance papers found in the study. They looked damning. But Reginald had delayed the process, incomplete, unsigned, unauthenticated. So you would inherit nothing immediately. Ambition without paperwork isn't motive enough. You are not the killer. Isabella Ashcroft. Your lighter sat near the wine cabinet, and the IOUs found at the scene made you look desperate. But we've confirmed that a wealthy friend had paid off your most pressing debts. Reckless, yes. Cornered, no. You gambled with cards, not with lives. You are not the killer. Clara Whitmore. You are a mistress, scorned. The torn love letter in Reginald's study spoke of heartbreak and fury. Yet fury alone does not prove murder. Your passion was raw, your anger real, but there is no evidence you poisoned the wine. A woman wounded may lash out, but here the proof falls short. You are not the killer. Henri Dubois, the chef. Your towel was stained with wine and bitter almond extract. This seems damning. But the kitchen ledger told the truth. The extract was used in a dessert. Harmless, never served because Reginald demanded wine instead. The chef's weapon was sugar, not cyanide. You are not the killer. Thomas Reed, the estate manager. Your fingerprints were on the decanter. The safe key was found near it. Suspicious, yes. But your duties required you to handle the wine service. Every servant's prints would be there. You were seen escorting guests during the toast. Routine duties don't make a man guilty. And yet, the poison was rat poison. Industrial, also common, stored among household supplies. Not in the chef's pantry, not in the mistress's purse, not in the wife's vanity case. Also, the safe key. Mr. Reed, that was the turning point. A key like this is not something a man misplaces lightly. It is distinctive, and it belongs in one place only. Locked in Reginald's office, secured away. Yet it was found here, on the floor beside the decanter, not in the office, not in your pocket, at the very heart of the crime scene. You see, a handkerchief can be dropped in chaos, a lighter left absent-mindedly, a mirror cracked in commotion. But a safe key? That is deliberate. It ties directly to Reginald's private affairs, his accounts, his secrets, your leverage with him. The key betrayed you, Mr. Reed. It should never have been here unless you brought it. And once it fell to the floor, it told me everything. You weren't just near the decanter. You were at the center of the murder. You had access to the decanter. Your access stretched across every corner of this house, and those whispers of blackmail lingered. Whoever did this had access to household supplies, and the intent to kill. You had motive. The blackmail rumors were true. You had opportunity. As estate manager, you handled the wine service and could move freely among the guests. And you had means, rat poison, stored with household supplies under your supervision. Thomas Reed, you are the murderer. So that's another case closed. I hope that all the other detectives watching this made the correct choice as well. Time to head back to the precinct now, so take care, and I'm sure we'll meet again.